Hi, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. And today we are taking on the travel/discovery program Haunted Ireland. Now, last season we talked about how Haunted Scotland. This one is Haunted Ireland, and it is got generally the same cast except for the presenter. The presenter is Vogue Williams, and she's not near as cryy and screamy as the one from Scotland, which is a good thing. But this episode that we're talking about, it's the very last episode of the season.
Yeah.
And it is the Coláiste Éamann Rís school.
Right.
The reason we selected this one to review is this school has been basically famous on the internet. Images and videos have gone viral showing this a whole bunch of stuff that's happened. Lockers being slammed back and forth, opened, papers flying around, chairs going across the hall.
Posters,
being ripped off the walls and stuff. Yeah. And so we thought, I was really surprised actually to see this school.
Yes.
Because there has been so much controversy over the videos, the CCTV footage that show that some people have said they've debunked it, said it was all faked.
Yeah.
They have students that say it was faked. But it gets the school a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So when I saw that this group decided to go to this school based on all of that video evidence, she says with her fingers doing air quotes, I was surprised.
Yeah.
So this is the Coláiste Éamann Rís school in Ireland, and it is supposed to be the most haunted school in Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, first thoughts?
I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Ghosts, even poltergeists, need energy. Mm-hmm. They can't do one thing after another,
It seemed too good to be true.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't buy it. I've never bought it.
For the videos, and when they were interviewing the principal, Aaron Wolf, one of the things he said, and I thought it was really funny, was that he was at the school in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and he heard a piano going off wherever the piano was.
Yeah.
First of all, what was he doing at the school at 3 a.m.? I don't know any principal that is busy in the school at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Honestly, to me, that one seems strange. I suppose there's a possibility. There's always a possibility that he could be there for some reason. I don't know what it is. I mean, he's going to have to be back there, 4 or 5 hours later for school. Why would he be there at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
To me, that's just crazy talk. Unless he had a bunch of people doing a ghost hunt or something there.
And
in that case, like I don't believe it then.
They do it.
Yeah, it sounds like they do. They probably do rent out on the weekends to have ghost teams come through because it makes them money for their school.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but I don't like it faked, if it's faked.
Yes.
And I don't necessarily buy it. Now, one of the things, Evelyn, that's the parapsychologist, well, she had to be careful because her cleavage was just all out there in this episode. So she's bent over trying to keep her boobs in, I guess. Anyway, get with this fishing wire and she's trying to pull a chair across the hall from underneath the bathroom door that's across the hall. And she does show that it's difficult to pull it across as smoothly as shown in the video. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen because it could have. She's showing how, how you're pulling something hand over fist, hand over hand on a string. But she could have kept walking backwards, walking backwards to keep it going smoothly. And she didn't do that part. Yeah. So that is suspect, although she did show that by doing it hand over hand, like you'd think a kid would do, it was very jerky, not as smooth as in the video. Now, my question was, I didn't see who faked this, but I mean, if it was a kid there in the evening doing this, how did he do it?
Well, yeah.
Or even an adult.
They have the string.
Yeah.
On the leg and not the back of the chair.
That's true, closer to the bottom of where underneath the door.
There's lots of room to walk backwards and just keep walking backwards. Then you get a steady motion.
This is true. That's true. If it had been on the leg, not the back of the chair.
Yeah.
That's something that she didn't consider. Yeah. The other thing I saw, there was a lot of discussion over the locker codes. Now, one of the things that Chris found as he went to look at all these lockers, and they all had the same number, 1777, and then underneath it 666, which is just where the numbers would be. Okay, I'm not disputing that wasn't there because they showed us. But how do we know that it wasn't set?
Yeah.
Before the cameras got there, they set it all up so it said 1777.
Yeah.
And the significance of 1777 is that this was the grounds used to be the site of like a jail.
May have.
Well, it's the site of a jail where there may have been hangings. There's no actual documented anything that there were actual hangings there.
Yeah.
But it was a jail. The site was a jail where, according to Vogue, children as young as 2 years old were imprisoned there for vagrancy. I don't buy that either.
Yeah.
I mean, people were different in medieval times, but a 2-year-old is still a 2-year-old. And that 2-year-old, if they're in the jail, were not prisoners. They were there with their parents.
Yeah.
Because the parents were arrested and jailed for vagrancy. That's just, some of it was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
So, there was... The actual investigation part was pretty good. I mean, most of the time, these things, I don't have a problem with Chris Fleming and his group.
Yeah.
It was just, to me, this was too suspect.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not doubting that this is a haunted school. It very likely could be. The building is old. It's on grounds where there was stuff that happened. But it's just so weird.
Yeah, and, like I said, I can't get past all the
CCTV footage that we've seen before. I mean, we've seen, let's see, the guy from Slapped Ham, the guy from Top 5.
Top 5.
They all basically debunked all of that.
Yeah.
So for this crew to take it seriously, I just have issues with that.
Yeah, so
it makes me think, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
How can you take stuff that is so obviously fake and treat it, unless treat it like it's gospel.
Yeah.
Unless it's because you're desperate for content for your show.
Well, maybe they ran out of places to go, but I
wouldn't even have gone to this school. To me, it's just too suspect.
Yeah.
There's too many things that leave you room for questions.
Seeing the shite.
Yeah, and, I do like Chris Fleming. I do believe he's a good psychic.
Yeah.
Or a psychic medium, because he's kind of both. But, Chris, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have my doubts about this. The investigation was good. I really like Ryan.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, I really like Ryan. He's a no-nonsense kind of investigator. And I do like what he does.
Yeah.
I do like. Evelyn is, I like her. She does like
I really like her.
Yeah, of course you do. You like her bazoombas. Especially in this episode. But she's there as a parapsychologist and a bit of a skeptic and trying to debunk stuff. And I like that. I think that's really important.
It is.
This Vogue Williams, all through the whole season, the whole series, I haven't been entirely impressed with her. Not because of anything she's done.
Flat.
She's flat. She's boring.
Yeah.
And I think that's because in the first one, we got so gifted with the screaming and crying.
Yeah.
And this one, she's not screaming and crying. Except in this last episode is the first time I'd seen any real emotion. She was scared and nervous a few times.
Yeah.
So that was good. But no screaming and crying in this season. But yeah, this was the one site that I just wanted to say, what is wrong with you? Why go to a site that is so full of controversy? Yeah. Unless the whole idea...
Yeah, but say that.
Unless the whole idea is to say, let's take a look at this. And you're right, they could have said that up front. There's a lot of controversy. We wanted to see if any of it rings true.
But no, there's nothing in the thing.
No.
No,
there was no comments on that. And I wish they had have said something. Yes. You're right. That would have made things the difference.
Yeah, it would have been 100 times better.
Yeah.
But, you get to the school and they set you off showing you a picture that's clearly,
Oh, the one of the kids standing in queue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently they're trying to show a ghost or somebody has a picture of, a bunch of these kids are in queue getting ready to go inside. And between a couple of the students is a sort of a skinny sort of blurred shadow.
Yeah. Well, it's an artifact or...
I think it was photoshopped in there. That's what I think. I think it's fake.
Yeah.
And just there because somebody wanted attention. I don't believe that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To me, it's just too fake.
Yeah.
Too good to be true. Too fake. Yeah. I guess, they could have made it a real shadow, but instead of just this blurred out image. But to me, it's just too fake. Too fake.
It's
just too suspect. It's too suspect.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just too suspect now. I mean, there's, like I said, I don't doubt that there is a bit of hauntings there. It's an old school. It's an old site.
Yeah.
But they have exaggerated a lot of it so that they can get people to come
and
pay money.
I've never seen lockers not pinned down to the wall.
Yeah. Why are they not
bolted to the wall
so they don't fall over on the students?
Yeah.
And so, but with the CTV footage, they're able to just slam back and forth, back and forth. But they don't fall over.
Yes.
And that's
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Apparently not. So I don't know. I found that interesting that they were not secured so that they wouldn't fall over.
Yeah.
I mean, schools that I went to, the lockers were secured to the wall. You couldn't pull them down if you tried.
Yeah.
I mean, I did go to one school where they had sort of similar lockers, but they were back to back with each other and they were bolted together.
Yeah.
So if you pulled one down, you pulled the one behind it down.
Yeah.
So to me, that would have, and you couldn't do that because they're really sturdy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't buy a lot of that.
Yeah.
The investigation part away from the CCTV stuff. Yeah, maybe. It's like, I don't dispute that some of that stuff happened. The REM pods going off and stuff.
I'm totally, for, poltergeist because, there's a lot of estrogen and a lot of testosterone.
Oh, yeah, it's teenagers and adolescents and the prepubescence and all that stuff. That's when it happens.
Yes, and you can have, but, just,
Yeah, it was, I think the videos were embellished.
Yeah.
And I kind of think it started out as a prank that got out of hand.
Yeah.
And then they really had to just kind of run with it because now it's being seen by so many people, and for them to come out and say, it was just a prank, would make them lose face.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if that's what that was all about.
Yeah.
But Haunted Ireland, Season 1, Episode 10, the Coláiste Éamann Rís School. I'm at mixed opinions. In some ways I liked it. In some ways I thought it was a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But it was good. I'm certainly worth watching. And get your opinion on it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that CCTV footage? Because if you haven't seen it, I'm sure you will in this episode.
You can see it on video.
Yeah, it is all over the place. It is all over the place. The Haunted Ireland School. Take a look. Tell us what you think. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? I'd like to hear your thoughts, your opinions. And if you think it's real, why? And if you think it's fake, how do you think they faked it? I'm curious to hear. That's it, another edition of Let's Talk Ghosts. Have yourselves a wonderful day or a wonderful evening.
Happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Bye now.